exceeded my expectations and has taken
all
my
the kinks, but I definitely owe it to him as to why I am back running and back on track.
What would you say the last time you were?
I would say call you and come here. Get in ASAP.
Okay, Dr. Chris here, founder of the Nerve Health Institute. Now, I want you to understand we're out there to try to help you naturally, and so often I invent things for my family, for my patients, for my own protection in my life that are natural to help. And so way before COVID, probably 7+ years ago, and I say before COVID, this virus has obviously been around for a long time, but these are these mutated, stronger versions that are here with us now. But 7+ years ago, first and foremost, I've been in practice for 22 years and trying to help people really hard for all that time. And so about 7 or 8 years ago, I started realizing, you know what? I have a lot of sick people coming into my office routinely. And then our kids were starting to get older at home, and they're at school, they're bringing home stuff from other kids that's in the air. And so what ends up happening to indoor air is it gets polluted. And let me just tell you something, the average American spends a ton of time. I think the estimates are 85+% of your time is spent indoors for American adults. So I want you to think about this. Our most important thing you can do without eating or drinking for a certain time, but you can't do without breathing. It is our number one nutrient. In fact, we talk about oxygen being our number one nutrient, and that's why we can't do without breathing. And if you might be able to do for a minute or so for those world record people, maybe longer, but ideally we want to keep oxygen flowing into our cells and into our bodies. So, but I want you to think about it. What are you actually breathing? Do you have any idea? Just outside, think about it. There's gases, there's carbon monoxide from vehicles, there's pesticides, there's pollutants, there's chemicals. We're in 2021, and imagine there is so much gook in our air. You don't even know what you're breathing anymore, okay? So in addition, we've got, mold, and we've got bacteria and viruses and parasites and all kinds of stuff that are around us that are trying to survive as well in this crazy world, I guess is the easiest way to say it. So in that capacity, we're living a lot of times indoors, and our indoor air can very much determine your health in a lot of different capacities. We're here in South Louisiana, and let me tell you something, it's impossible not to have mold in your house, and to a certain degree. You're gonna walk outside and get mold spores on you and walk back inside. Maybe your house is pretty clean without any mold, but you're still gonna have certain colonies of it around you that you can't avoid. So the indoor air, like I said, really is a factor, a major factor in your overall health. And so about 7-8 years ago, I said, you know what? I'm gonna figure out a way to help change consistently indoor air. And obviously, one of the easiest routes, if you wanna think of it, plants have this protective layer that they emit in an oil. They're called essential oils that plants have. And it's what the plant has on the exterior of it and interior that actually prevents or protects it from predators coming and getting into it and making it bad. It could be a bad bacteria on the plant. It could be, another animal trying to eat the plant. Whatever it is, that's their protective mechanism. So these essential oils that plants have many types of antimicrobial properties. And so through our research, I realized, we're going to decide on a formula, and I actually made a formula based on 4 of ingredients that have different properties and different benefits. And so in my formula that we made, it has lemongrass, clove, cinnamon bark, and peppermint oil, and that's it. It's just 4 simple ingredients that we got, and we decided to make this formula. I can't tell you the actual formula right now, but it's a proprietary formula that we came up with. And so then I took that oil that we made, and the oil was actually kind of in this bottle here, or smaller version is in this bottle. So this is the actual real concentrated version of this oil that I made. So in this oil, we had it tested at the University of Louisiana Lafayette, and in that laboratory in the microbiology department there, we proved that it killed all kinds of different bacteria, molds, and again, I can't claim this on my labels, that it kills all these different things. So that's why I'm not going to share with you what we proved that it did, but because the FDA will not allow us to approve any essential oil product as a drug on the market. But otherwise, I have papers from the university saying what it did. So that being said, you can research these individual ingredients on your own, and you'll see there's tons of antimicrobial studies on PubMed. If you're interested, if you're like a science geek like I am, you can go to pubmed.com, and you'll see tons of studies on lemongrass, on a clove, on cinnamon bark, and on peppermint that have been years and years and years of the antimicrobial properties and medicinal benefits of those particular oils. But this particular collaboration we call Oil2Air. So Oil2Air, and there's a reason we call it that, because when I first made the formula, the oil, well, you see these diffusers out there that you have to drop these drops into and put water in them, and literally I'm in a small room right now, you'd have to refill and refill and refill over and over and over. If I was in my office and I had a couple of my examination rooms, I'd have to do it over and over. It was just a pain in my butt, to be honest with you. So not saying there's no benefit out of using those, but I wanted something easier. So what I did is I invented a diffuser, and this diffuser will show you, it hooks on your return air vent, and this bottle has my oil. And basically you'll buy it like this, and this component, this is a diffuser packet, and you take the oil that's in here and pour it into here. And essentially what happens is this diffuser will hook on your return air vent where your filter is, and when you have it on your filter, the air, as it circulates, is continuously taking some of this oil and distributing it throughout all the vents in your house, throughout each room in your house. So the beauty of this is every single day we come into my office, and this is happening 24/7 as my AC is running. It's just continuously circulating throughout my house. One of these diffusers will cover about 1,500 square feet in a house. And so it has just been an amazing thing for us to be able to walk in and have this beautiful air, not only in my office, but my house. In fact, our kids and their friends and the families that are coming to our house automatically know the actual scent when they come into our house. It's not overwhelming, it's not overpowering, but it's incredibly beneficial and healthy and natural and not synthetic and not made up of ingredients that are this long, hethomexotrexa stuff. It's lemongrass, clove, cinnamon bark, and peppermint. That's what's in this. So it's God made, it's easy, it's simple, and it will help just get the indoor air cleaner for you. So I hope this helps you, and I hope you understand at the Nerve Health Institute, we are all about trying to help you naturally with no surgeries, no medications, no injections, as much as possible. And so this is one of those preventative things on a daily basis that if you're doing, you're helping your body, you're creating a better environment for your body indoor wise, and you're doing it naturally with God-made things that require less of your effort. So it's almost a lazy man version of having a diffuser. So it makes it easier, which is what I wanted, for my house and my office, and I wanted to make this stuff easier. We even bring a lot of this stuff on vacation, and I'll do follow-up videos to show you kind of what we do when we're in a setting of a hotel or anything else. But this video is mainly for showing you what you can have in your office or in your house to help the indoor air stay and maintain better in that environment. So I hope this helps. You can check out our website. You can go to nervehealth.com where we have tons of information, but you can also go to Oil2Air.com, and that's oil, the number 2, air.com. And we call it that because this diffuser, remember, is taking the oil here and diffusing it into the air. It's transitioning this oil from this liquid state into a gaseous state, which is pretty cool, and helping you in your house or in your home or in your office. So I hope this helps. Check us out, subscribe to our channel. We'll constantly give you more and more information on how we can help you.